Namaste. Last class we have discussed in construction practice part of related subject, that is BMCP, building materials and construction practice. So last class we have completed up to uh, different types of buildings, classification of buildings and components of buildings, and also site investigation, bearing capacity for different foundations. In last class we have seen the uh, dampness causes, effects and prevention of dampness and construction of spread footing. Right. Now we will take of the masonry part. So here it is having a stone masonry and a brick masonry. Most probably today we'll try to complete stone masonry part. Here different types of stone masonry and general principles to be covered in stone masonry is required, and some technical terms involved in stone masonry also we have to discuss. Okay, let's start the class. This is today's class. These are the objectives. So we have to know the different types of stone masonry and different terms used in stone masonry and different types. Okay, what is a masonry actually? Masonry is a systematic arrangement of bricks or stones laid in mortar to form a wall is known as masonry, right? So the largest masonry dam is constructed, that is across the Krishna River, there is a Nagarjuna Sagar Dam, right? So stone masonry, actually masonry means the systematic arrangements of bricks or stones along with the mortar, right? That is called masonry. If masonry is constructed with stone blocks, it is stone masonry. If it is constructed with the bricks, it is a brick masonry. Right? If the stone blocks and mortar are used, it is called stone masonry. If bricks and mortar are used, it is brick masonry. Right? Stone masonry is used in foundations, columns, walls, lintels, floors, dams and retaining walls with high density stones, monumental structures and carving with soft stones. Right. So material required for stone masonry is we required hard stones, durable, tough and free from defects. Example: granite, sandstone, marble, limestone, slate, etc. And we required a mortar, mixture of binding material like cement and cement or lime or both, and sand along with water to bind the stone blocks, right? And different terminology used in stone masonry is as follows. Building stones are obtained from rocks. Rocks will have disinfect. To see a small video. Different terminology used in stone masonry is explained with this mm, video.
carbon. In this image, you can see here, this is the carbon. So carbon is a positive form as shown in this image, which is usually provided to serve as support for fructose in watershed, etc. The carbons are generally coded and given ornamental treatment. The carbons should extend at least two-thirds of their length into the wall. Next up is course. A layer of stones or bricks is known as a course. So you can see here this is a layer of stone or bricks. This is the course. Its thickness is generally equal to the thickness of stone or brick plus thickness of non-metal joint. Next one is cornice. A cornice is a course of stone provided at the top of wall. So in this image you can see here at the top of this wall there is cornice is provided. Again at the top of this wall there is cornice is provided. Cornice is generally molded and given ornamental treatment. It is layered and coated disposed of rainwater. In order to prevent the overturning of the cornice, sufficient bearing and extra weight at the top in the form of a parapet wall should be provided. Next term is coping. A coping is a course of stone which is laid at the top wall so as to protect the wall from rainwater. So in this image you can see here, coping is provided at the top of the wall to protect the wall from rainwater. This force is generally provided at the top of a compound wall or a parapet wall and it is suitably layered and coated. Sometimes the term coping is used to refer to the of the smooth linings of pillars, curves and faces. Next one is weathering. The upper surface of stones used for sealing, cornice and coping is placed in a sloping way so that the water may flow off easily. This is termed as weathering. So weathering is placing of stone, placing of stones in a sloping way. The term weathering is sometimes used to denote the wearing of stone surface by the action of weather. Next term is coating. In this image, you can see here, this is the coating. It's a blue line. It's like a so a blue is provided on the side of sea, cornice and coping so that the rainwater can recharge here on the wall surface known as coating. Next one is field. The physical aspect around the field is known as the field. So this is the field. The results used to indicate the height of ground floor level from ground level. So you can see in this image, this is the ground level and this is the ground floor level. So the height of ground floor level from ground level is the plane. The course protects the interior of the building from rainwater, frost, etc. It is sometimes loaded and ornamental. The offset and peak layer is sometimes provided for the architectural purpose. Next up is straight course. The horizontal course provided at cylindrical levels between the plane and the cornice is known as straight course. So in this image, this red line indicates the string course. Above the string course, there is a cornice. So the levels between the plane and the cornice is known as the string course. It breaks the monotony of a plane surface and is sometimes molded and given architectural treatment. The string course is typically layered and coated so as to throw off the rain the wall surface. Next one is lazy force. The horizontal force provide strength in the wall of irregular small stones is known as lazy force. So in this image you can see here, these are the lazy force. It may be in form of either naturalistic or forceful or inquisitive. Next term is spirals. The chips of stones used below the spaces in the stone masonry are known as spires or snakes. In this image, you can see here spires. Spires are often connected to produce big blocks of stones into the regular stone blocks. Next one is points. The external borders or angles of all surface are known as points. So in this image, you can see here external borders or angles of all surface. This is the points. The stones or bricks forming the points are known as point stones or point bricks. In this image, you can see here these are the point stones. The point stones are selected from large and sound stones, and their beds are probably dressed. Next one is bond. A bond is an additive of pairs of stones or bricks as shown in image. Package. No continuous vertical joints are bonds. The bond distribute the load coming on the anchorage, coming on the structure evenly the formation of vertical cracks. So in this image you can see this is the unbonded bond which cannot flow properly, but
Oh,
bonding wall load is distributed properly. Next one is through stones. In stone work, some stones are taken into holes and placed right into the wall. Such stones are known as through stones or tools or bond stones. In this image, you can see these are the stones. If the wall is considerable thick, two more stones with an overlap are provided. So in the second you can see these are the overlap of two through stones. Next, the area covered by the through stones should be about 1/4 to 1/2 of the area of the wall surface. The through stones should be not placed so as to prevent the entry of moisture on the wall. They should also be strong and of construction so as to avoid the need of fracture due to its isolating of the rock. Next one is jams. The sides of the openings, such as doors, windows, etc., are known as the jambs. They are constructed similar to points. In this image, you can see this is the curve and these are the jambs provided to the door. The jambs may be either plain or square or split or riveted. The split jambs are preferred as they allow the shutters to open up at an obtuse angle and thus permit more light and air into the. Next term is rivets. In this image you can see this is the rivets. The exposed vertical surface at right angles to the door or window space are known as rivets. Next one is face. In this image you can see this is the window and the horizontal stones provided at the top of the pane for pillars and windows, etc., are known as the heads or lintels. So, at the top of this window, this is the heads or lintel. A bearing of 150 mm on either side of the opening. That's shown in image. In this image, you can see here a bearing of 150 mm pillar. The coping between apex and subordinate in case of labor wall is known as the pillar. So this is the skew corbel and this is the apex. In between pillar is provided. Next one is sprinkler. In this image we can see here this is the labor wall and this is the sprinkler. The coping provided at the foot of a cable wall is known as sprinkler. Next one is finial. The ornamental finish when apex or sandstone is known as a finish. So in this image, this is the apex and ornamental finish when apex or sandstone is the finial. This is the finial. Next one is buttress. A buttress is a sloping or straight pier and it is provided to work as lateral support from the wall. In this image, you can see here, this is the buttress. Actually, it is a straight pier and it is provided to work as lateral support of the wall. Next one is pedestal. A right angle columnar projection from a wall to a pier is known as a pedestal. In this image, you can see here, these are the pedestal, which are the right angle columnar projection from a wall to a pier. Next one is face. The surface of wall exposed to weather is known as a face. So in this image, this is the surface of wall exposed to weather known as face. Next one is face. The material which is used in the form of the face of the wall is known as a face. So in this image, you can see this is the stone slab face. Next one is back. The inner surface of wall which is not exposed to the weather is known as back. So that is also face. Next one is backing. The material used in the formation of the back of the wall is known as backing. So in this image, you can see this is the main backing. Next one is pipe. The portion of the wall between facing and backing is known as the pipe. So this is the facing portion between the wall between facing and backing is the pipe. Next one.
Yeah, this is very nicely explain all the terms used in stone masonry. So let us explain briefly. So natural bed means building stones are obtained from rocks. Rocks will have distinct plane of division along which the stones can be easily split. This plane is also known as natural bed, and the direction of natural bed should be perpendicular to the direction of pressure or load. Right. Terms used in masonry. So already Corbel explained very well. So the projecting the stone from a wall to support roof truss uh, beam shed is known as corbel. See, this is this is a wall. This is a roof shed joint joist seating. So beside this sheeting, the wall which is supporting the joist seating, this is called corbel, right? Course, layer of stones or bricks along with one thickness of mortar joint. It is called course, means one layer. So cornice, the projecting course of stones providing at the top of the wall. That is called below the parapet wall. This is called cornice, right? Coping means this is the coping. Sorry, this is throating. This is the coping, right? Terms used in stone masonry. A course of stones which is laid at the top of a wall to protect the wall from the rainwater, right? Generally provided at the top of compound wall or parapet wall, right? So it is suitable for weathered and throated, right? Weathering, surface of stones used for sills, cornice, and coping is dressed in a sloping way uh, for draining water. So the dress surface is called weathering. This sloping surface of the stone is called weathering. Throating means this is right. Groove provided on underside of the coping or cornice to clear the rainwater from the surface. That is called throating. Right. So string course. The horizontal course provided at suitable levels between plinth and the cornice. This course is weathered and throated so as to throw off rainwater from the wall surface, right? Next, lacing course. The horizontal course provided to strengthen a wall of irregular small stones is known as lacing course, right? This is. It may be in the form of either ashlar or coarse rubble masonry or brick masonry, right? Next, spals. The chips of stones used to fill up the empty spaces in stone masonry, right? Next, throw stone means very big stones, right, like this to avoid the giants. So some stones are at regular intervals are placed at right angles right across the wall. Such stones are known as throw stones or bond stones. The thickness of the wall, if the thickness of the wall is high, throw stones with a overlap also will take, right. This is throw stones with overlap. Jams. The vertical sides of the opening of your doors is called jams. Reveals the exposed vertical spaces at right angles to the doors and window frames. Stooling. Horizontal seating of a to receive a jams and mullion is called. And the classification of stone masonry also we will see. Before that we'll see another small video. Yeah, it is showing how the backfilling is done. Right. So next we'll see classification of stone masonry. Stone masonry can be classified into uh, broadly two types, that is rubble masonry and aslar masonry. Rubble masonry again subdivided into rubble, coarse rubble masonry, uncoarse rubble masonry, random rubble masonry, dry rubble masonry, polygonal rubble and flint rubble masonry. And Aslar masonry is again divided into Aslar fine, Aslar rough tool, Aslar rock, Aslar chamfered, Aslar block in course, right? So the rubble masonry means stone masonry in which the stones of undressed or irregular sizes used with wider joints is called rubble masonry, right? The strength of stone masonry depends upon, we'll see one types of stone masonry. The strength of means rubble masonry means irregular stones are used. That is called rubble masonry. Means undressed stones are used. Yeah, this shows the classification of stones. Let us see another one video. without motor. Mm, mm, the face. Yeah, this is explains clearly about different types of masonries. So the strength of masonries depends upon quality of mortar and use of long throw stones at frequently heights and proper filling of mortars, right? And types of rubble masonry and types of ashlar masonry is explained very nicely in that video. This is some explanation about again also rubble masonry. So the same whatever explained in video it is typed here. So I am moving fast. This is random rubble masonry. See all rubble stones are used here. Irregular sizes and shapes are used. Dry rubble masonry means masonry made without a mortar. Very high skill is required for this. Polygonal shape type cut the stones. See, stones are faced. Uh, stones for face work dressed in an irregular polygonal shape with hammer. This is a flint. Flint stones are irregularly shaped modules of silica. This is how the different types of stone masonry and how the stone masonry, different terms used in stone masonry and classification of stone masonry we have discussed here. And the general principles involved in stone masonry we'll see in next class. These are the different questions which can be occur from this chapter, like define the following terms: core, bell, cornice, joint, lacing course, and define the following terms like natural bed, throating, weathering, right? So, list of various types of stone masonry. Explain the coursed rubble masonry with a neat sketch. Explain the coursed rubble masonry and random rubble masonry with the sketches. These are the some expected questions from this chapter, and this is where I'm ending the class. Okay.